Hi all Z Global members, we are here tonight for lesson 4. Okay, so how about the lesson 3? Is it too complicated for you guys? I think it's fine for you guys and keep more practicing. And also I congratulations to who already achieved the results. And I saw a lot of members that really can do what I did in the lessons, in the videos, and well done. Alright, so I want to talk a little bit about the last lesson, how I set the light for the subjects. Okay, so how I set the light for the subject, look at the photos here. Okay, so this is the masterpiece from the last lessons, and it's beautiful, right? It's very nice. Before you try to add in the rain, add in the smoke, okay, do all the color adjustment, the editing, create the mood. Okay, so how I set the light for the subjects actually is very simple, and as I said before, these photos I use continuous light. Alright, so continuous light is what you see and what you get. Is it simple? It's very easy. So when you see what happened in front of your eyes, and that's what happened in your camera too. And how I do the light is very simple. 2 LED, okay, 2 LED. So this one I use 500 watts LED, and which is one for the bride and the other one for the groom. Okay, one for the bride, one for the groom. Okay, so you can see here my priority always for the bride first. Okay, I set first light for the bride is which is from the left side. Okay, from the top left. So it's out of my frame. You can't see in the photos, but actually you remember you remove the light stand in the photo. Yes, that is my position. I put my LED. Alright, so that's the lighting for the bride. And the other second light, okay, the second light is for the groom, is come from the right side. Okay, so which is two lighting to the subject. Okay, one is for the bride from the left, and the other one from the right in for the groom. Alright, so very simple, that's it. So that's why you can see here the highlight on the face, always follow the nose, and you can see the shadows on the cheek. Okay, so also as the same thing for the groom. Alright, so I try to create a highlight for the one side of the face. Okay, so one side of the face away for the lens. Okay, so this is how you can create a nice 3D feature for the face for the subject. Okay, and so very simple, right? And what happens is when you have the enough lighting, and in the post-processing you don't need to touch too much, right? You can see I didn't do too much for the subject. I just do the portraiture imagenomic, which is I can increase the brightness for the skin tones for their face. Alright, and it's very simple. It's all the preset inside, just a few adjustments and done. Okay, if you have a chance you can go and try. Alright, and this picture, these images, I use ISO 2000, right? So 2000. I can share with you how maximum I can go for my ISO. When I shoot for the Starry Night or Milky Way, my maximum I did before for the ISO is 6004. Okay, 6004. Because when we have light pollution, and sometimes we have some air pollution, and depends on weather and the situation of the location. So my maximum is 6004, but very less chance to use it normally. Okay, most of the time I use less than 3002 when I try to shoot in a very low light, dark situations, in the dark area. Alright, so yeah, so this is some tips for you guys. Alright, so alright, today we're going to another locations. So another location, this is the one. Alright, so okay, beautiful lights for the photos. Here you can see, and I create the texture from the shadows, which is the light comes from the gate. Okay, and you can see here the light is a little bit warm orange color tones, and I put the CTO gel, which is a half CTO orange gel, okay, orange gel, okay, in front of the flash. So this one I'm using the speed light, okay, just a speed light, and with the color gel, half CTO, and create the light with the warm color, because I have imagined this image in my mind is the light, the time of the day. I want the picture to tell is like a morning, or maybe it's like a evening, which is around the sunset or sunrise timing. Okay, so I try to create a mood from the flash, okay, from the flash, and also I need to use the color gel to create the color naturally. Okay, it's not going to put all the way in post-processing in Photoshop or in Lightroom. You have to create the result just right in camera, okay, and also you can go post-processing to enhance, okay, make it better. Okay, so this is what happened, and this is also today we're going to do the editing for this one, and I do demonstration step by step for you guys. All right. Okay, so this one very simple, one flash, one color gel, okay, out of the gate. Okay, so from the from the left side, okay, from the left side, your left side, okay, you can see here the light go to the gate and create the shadows spread to the surrounding of the subjects, okay, which is very nice, and very carefully the face, we don't want the shadows fall to her face. All right, so we don't want the shadow fall to her face, we have to adjust the angle, so we have to do some test shots. Yep, we have to do some test shots because of we don't know how is the light, we cannot see, it's not the LED, so it's a flash, so we try to do a 2 to 3 test shots and to see how is the shadows fall to the background and also the subject. Okay, and I just want to make sure 100% the face is clean, no shadows from the gate. Okay, I want the shadow just surrounding the background, the floor, the wall, and also the dress. Okay, the dress is very nice with the texture you can see here. Okay, and also you can see the highlight shadows is very beautiful with the details. Okay, highlight shadows with the beautiful details, especially for the white dress. Okay, the bride spent so much for the dress, right? Okay, so we have to preserve, okay, all the beautiful details. All right. Okay, so this is a simple shot. The challenging is the light angle. Okay, just do some a few test shots and you can get it, and also the idea. Okay, especially the most important is your idea always. Okay, and how I do the compositions here, I place the subject in a negative space. Do you see the negative space here is behind her head? Okay, behind her head, and which is nothing behind, just a wall. All right, so I think that's the clean background for me to place the subjects. Okay, a clean background for me to place the subjects. Okay, so when you look at the photos, you feel comfortable. When you look at the bride, you feel comfortable, and also your eyes straight to the subject. Okay, less distracting surrounding, and with the beautiful texture, it's like a decoration for the photos. Okay, for me, I feel very nice and I love it so much. Okay, I hope you love it too. Okay, so today we're going to start the post-processing for this masterpiece. All right, so are you ready? Let's get it. All right. Okay, so this is the photos, and you can see the camera setting here, 200 seconds, f4, ISO 100, 35 mm, and yeah, there's my lens, 1635. This one I'm using a Canon. Alright, so let's zoom in and you can see the face. Okay, the light on the face is good, and go look at the dress. Okay, so You can see here there's a highlight, beautiful highlights on the dress, but still we have the details in the highlight. Okay, and now we go start. So go for the highlight, so reduce the highlight -7, and we go reduce. We also want to bring the shadows to 70. Okay, so the highlight -70, shadows +70. Okay, and we straight to the orange channel, luminance. So because we want to brighten up the skin, especially for the face, so I make it 100. You can see the hundreds before after, right? And also I reduce the saturations for the orange channel because it's too orange for the skin tones. So reduce it -30. Okay, -30, and I go to yellow luminance. I reduce the luminance for the yellow channel because of the highlight of the dress, and the light on the dress color is yellow color, so you can also use the luminance of yellow channel. Try to reduce it and you can have more details in the highlight, so like what I did. Okay, and straight to the calibrations. So during the calibrations, I increase the saturation for blue primary 40. So you can see I use 40 for saturation in blue primary. Okay, and now we go to split toning. So in the split toning, I go for balance 100. So you can see I use hundreds for balance, and go to the shadows, and I want to add some cold tone in the shadows. So this is what I try. Okay, let me see. Okay, so the hue I use 210. Okay, 210, and the saturations you can see. Okay, 215 for the hue, and the saturations 90. Okay, so you can follow my setting here, and I try to reduce the blue channel and aqua channel, the luminance. Okay, the luminance, and for the greens, okay, we have a small part of green, so I try to use the hue to adjust the green to more yellow, so you can see how I reduce the green to yellow. Okay, and I increase the saturations, and so this is the setting here. Okay, follow my settings. Alright, I think it's good, so maybe check the clarity here, -10. I want to make it a little bit soft, so I reduce the clarity by -10, and I increase the texture, which is a little bit sharpen the image, so the texture can sharpen the image, so I use 10. Okay, again the skin tone is too vibrant. Alright, so I'm trying to the red channel, increase the luminance, I think. Okay, increase by 25, and reduce the saturations by -30. Okay, Alright, check again. I want to have more color, so I go back to the calibrations. The blue primary, I increase the saturations to 100. Okay, you can see I use 100 for the saturation in blue primary, but the color is still looks natural. Okay, so this is how much I love the setting saturations for blue primary in this calibrations part, which is give me a natural effect. The result is natural. It's good. And I adjust the temperature to 6000. Okay, 6000. Alright, so you can see the before after. So this is the before after. And okay, let me do something here. You can see the light hit the wall, which is the right side of the image. Is quite bright there, so I try to use gray-shaded filter. The gray-shaded filter helped me to reduce the light on the wall. So let's do it. So see, this is how I reduce. I try to reduce the highlights. Okay, you can see I reduce the highlights, reduce the contrast, and also the exposure. Okay, I give a bit of clarity. Okay, because I like the texture. I like the texture on the wall. It's beautiful, the shadows texture. And do a little bit more adjustment here, and the color. Okay, some warm tone because of the sunlight color. So when I shoot these images, I try to imagine the sunlight go through the gates and hit on the wall, and that create the beautiful shadows and beautiful texture for surrounding in the whole image. It's nice. I love it. Okay, it's good. Done. Okay, again check the color. I want to adjust the calibration theme to a little bit more magenta. Okay, I adjust to a bit more magenta because I feel that it's too yellow and green for the tone. Try to adjust it to magenta 15. Okay, so 15 in the tint. Alright. Okay, again the split toning, 80 saturations for the shadows. Alright. See the before and after. It's nice, beautiful. It's good enough in the Lightroom. And now we're going to Photoshop. Okay, now let's check what we are going to fix in Photoshop. Alright, let's see here. Okay, you can see that's my students, my students are holding a camera here. So we are going to remove it and use the path tool. Okay, use path tool, select and remove it by move the selections. Okay, so move, select and move, and you can see here it's very easy. Okay. So try to make it clean, and there's not much things to remove. Alright, so copy a new layer. So I copy a new background layers, and now we're going to liquify it. So this is how I trying to do to make it a nice body shape for the bride. Okay, make it nicer. And the dress. Okay, see, always be careful. Okay, always be careful when you pull the dress and there's a line on the floor. There's a line on the floor. You cannot change the line. So follow the line directions to pull the dress. Okay, it's done. And now we're going to see anything to fix here. Okay, I want to add some light. Okay, just now I told you before, I want to have the light from the sun. Okay, so which is a light flare, warm color. It's like an evening or it's like a morning. So I'm using the gradient. Here you can see. So this is the gradient filter, and I try to change it to yellow color in between the yellow and orange. Okay, so you can see here, this is what I trying to do here. Alright, okay, and then adjust the direction, adjust the angle. Alright, so try to make the light come through the top left. Okay, come from the top left. Okay, and I go to blending mode and see what is going to do here. I tried the color dodge. Okay, I want to use the color dodge. Okay, you can see the light is pump up. Okay, the light is pump up, and you can see it's nice, right? But it's too much because the color dodge is a little bit heavy, and I want to reduce by the fill. You can reduce by opacity or fill, either one. Okay, so I reduce, and yeah, I think it's good here. And as you can see here, in the image, the gate, there's a highlight on the gate and it's too much. So we're going to reduce the highlight on the gate. So let's copy one new layer, which is the background copy. You can see the background copy number 2, and we're going to use the burn tool and burn the highlights. Okay, burn tool, burn the highlights, and click the protect tones. Okay, click the protect tones, and now you can start to burn the highlight. You can see here, right? Very simple. Okay, very simple. See, try to brush the background copy. Okay, and now we fix. There's no highlight distracting the subjects. Okay, no highlight distracting the subject. And also you can do it for the dress. Do it for the dress. Okay, nice. So you can have all the details in the highlights. Okay, like what I did. Okay. Okay, see the before after, right? Very nice, right? Because the highlight is blown out, and now we fix and smooth. It looks smooth and clean, and also the light is beautiful for the subject here. Okay, now I copy another gradient fill. So copy the same layer, the gradient fill. Okay, so I got two gradient, and I'm going to change the blending mode. So this time I use a linear dodge. You can see linear dodge is different, and linear dodge can create some light flare, a little bit softer the image, softer the light, and also adjust some color here. Okay, not too orange, not too yellow. So we're going to erase, or you can use brush, okay, to brush the mask. Okay, see how I do here. Okay, I'm trying to create light from the gate, okay, from the top left. Okay, you can see the before after here. So it makes sense, right? It makes sense. The light comes from the gate, and yeah, that's what we're going to do. Create the light. Okay. Before after. Okay, it's nice. And right now we're going to merge all these layers to new layers by Command Option Shift E. Command Option Shift E. Okay. Yes. So you see layer 1. And we're going to the Nick Correction Color Effects Pro. Nick Correction Color Effects Pro. Okay, so I want to adjust the color cast, the color on the dress. So I go to Pro Contrast, and you can see correct color cast. Okay, so I use the correct color cast to bring back the dress color, which is the white color for the dress. I don't want a pure white color, but I want to bring back a little bit not too yellow for the dress. Okay. Okay, you can see here I use 70 for the color cast. I use 10% for correct contrast, and also I have the 15 for the dynamic contrast. Okay, color cast 55%. Okay, I think it's good. I want to have some yellow on the dress, so I use 55 for the color cast. Okay. Nice, right? Okay, and now we create a mask. Okay, I use a black mask. Okay, I use a black mask, and I try to brush the dress, the subject. Okay, the dress and the subject, and you can see here. So this is the mask. Okay, so this is how I want to have just for the dress. Okay, I do the pro contrast is only for the subject. So that's why you can see my mask is only do for the subject. Beautiful. Okay, so again, I try to merge all the layers to one new layers by Command Option Shift E. And again, I go to Next Correction, Color Effects Pro 4. Okay, let's do another things here. Tonal contrast. Okay, so I want to make my dress more details, more 3D effects. It's like pop up from the subjects, and also kind of like you can feel the highlight and shadow and the details from the dress. Okay, so tonal contrast is give you the result. Okay, so you can see here now I use highlight, I use 35%, midtones 50%, shadows 10%, and contrast type standard. And I also you see I adjust the highlight. Okay, so the highlight is 30%. I reduce the highlight 30% because I don't want the dress highlight is overblown out. Okay, so reduce the highlight 30%. Okay, see the before and after. Okay, so again later we're going to create a mask. So create the mask here. I'm using the black mask. Okay, black mask. Okay, if you create a white mask, just try to use Command I to invert to black mask. Okay, and try to brush also for the subject first. 100% opacity I give to the subject, especially the dress. Okay, so you can see here, and yet my dress is like 3D. Okay, 3-dimension. Beautiful highlight, beautiful shadow details. And I try to use around 50%, 49-50% of opacity, and try to do for the background also. Try to do for the background half opacity. Okay, half opacity. Okay, and good. Merge all layers, Command Option Shift E. And now we're going to skin retouching. Okay, skin retouching. Okay, portraiture 3, image nomic. First thing, pick the color. Okay, pick the skin color. Okay, and go to enhancement. Okay, so I want to give the skin some brightness. Okay, so brightness, you see some brightness. Okay, and also the contrast, a little bit of contrast. And if you think it's too orange, too warm for the skin tone, you can reduce the warmth. Okay, so like I'm reducing the warmth. Okay, so reducing the warmth by -3, and also increase the brightness 2, and increase the contrast 4. Okay, okay, so you can create a black mask again, and just for the skin. Okay, 100% opacity, and just for the skin. It's the skin retouching. Okay, so alright, done. Okay, remove something on the skin also. Make it clean. Make the skin smooth and clean. Okay, the next one I use levers. Okay, levers. So now I want to dark the whole image. Okay, darker the whole image. You can see here. Pull this one. Okay, follow me. Follow me here. Pull this one. I'm using the 180. So to darker the whole images. Darker the whole images without losing the details, shadows. Details in the shadows. Okay. Again, darker the images without losing the details in the shadows. Okay. And now we have a white mask. That's right. Okay, I use a white mask here. I try to brush the subject. Okay, you can see I try to bring back the light on the subject. Wow, so the light is like pop out. Okay, the subject is pop out from the background. Beautiful. And also, where's the light? The light is from the top left, from the gate side. Okay, so try to bring back some light on the gate, the light on the wall, the dress, for the face. Okay, so you can see I don't want my whole images. I don't want my whole image to look so bright. I want somewhere look dark. I want somewhere look bright. I want a beautiful highlight for the subject. I want the intention. Okay, the eyes straight to the subject. Okay, I try to create the mood here. You can see I try to create a mood here. Okay. So this is post-processing, so we have to do it. We enhance the mood, enhance the color, enhance the details. Okay, so you can see here. Okay, I feel better. Okay, after that, okay, now I copy a new layer for the image. Okay, I want to make a more contrast for the gate. I use soft light, branding mode soft light. Okay, try to put it on the top. Okay, and I create a black mask. Okay, black mask. So I try to brush the gate. Okay, I just want my gates to look more contrast. Okay, So sometimes I do contrast by this soft light blending mode. Okay, you can see here how I did the contrast for the background, for the gates. Okay, once done, okay, going to Command Option Shift E, create one new layer. Okay, now we go to Color Effects Pro again, and we go to Grammar Grow. Okay, before that we go to low key first. Okay, we go to low key. Okay, so follow the setting. Follow the setting. Less contrast. Alright, increase the saturations. I want more color for this one. Dynamic low key 20%. Okay, standard low key 30%. Okay, and add filter. Okay, add filter cross processing. Cross processing, you can change the color tones. So I'm looking for some color tone. Okay, L02, L03. Okay, so I'm using L03 strength 25%. Now we create a mask, and we are using white mask, and bring back the light for the subject. Okay, so see the beautiful light on the subject and also the light from the gate. Okay, so see the beautiful light on the subjects and also the light from the gate. And go to another Nick correction, Sharpener Pro. Okay, so remove the additive sharpening, remove the output sharpening, and I'm using the structure and the local contrast. Let me try. Okay, so the structure 25% and the local contrast minus 10%. Nice. Okay, so now we're going to use the black mask and we're going to brush again. So more structure to the image. Okay, and again we go check the levels. So we go check the levels and to bring some brightness. Okay, we pull the highlight. Yeah, a little bit of brightness. And we go to color balance. Okay, so we try to playing some color tone here. Okay, so this one you can see how I adjust the color balance. I'm trying to do some cold tone in the shadows and the warm tone to the highlights. I keep trying and try to see the color. Okay, and after that we go to curve. So I'm using curve. I want to increase some details in the shadow. I want to have more details in the shadow because when I do the color balance, it makes my image a little bit more contrast. So I have to reduce the contrast and I use the curves. Okay, I use the curve. So see here. Okay. And we use the black mask also. So I just want to brush the shadows on the background. Okay, make it soft a little bit and more details, more light for the shadows. So you see the before after. Okay, again, we go to Nick Collections, Color Effects Pro. We want to add more color this time. So this time, okay, we use the brilliance. Okay, so brilliance and warm. So brilliance warm. I'm using the setting here, saturations 0%, warm 9%, and the perceptual saturation 5%. So it gives more vibrant to the image. Okay, now we use Grammar Grow, add filter, Grammar Grow. Okay, so now I want my grow warm. Okay, so you can see grow warm 50%. Okay, and you see the setting here, grow 30%, saturations minus 10%. Okay, grow warm 50%. Okay, and it's nice, beautiful, love it. Okay, so we're going to create a white mask. So I want to bring my skin tone back a little bit, not too orange. I don't want too orange for the skin and the face. Okay, good, beautiful. Before and after, right? You can feel the whole image is a little bit softer and more. You can feel the mood from the light. Okay, so especially when you use the Grammar Glow, it gives a very good feelings to the image. So see the mask here for the Grammar Glow. Okay, let's check the before after. Okay, let's check the before after. Wow. Okay, from Lightroom, which is, yes, we fix the details. Okay, we fix some color, also the lights. Okay, and now in Photoshop, it's amazing. Okay, beautiful, absolutely nice, beautiful. Okay, save. Alright, so this is beautiful, right? So you can see the before after in the Photoshop, and here I want you to see the before after from raw files, and you can see here we remove all the things we don't want in the raw picture. You can see here the camera and something distract the subjects. Okay, we try to remove all these things, and also we enhance the lights. Okay, enhance the light, especially on the dress. Okay, you can see the details, the beautiful highlight and beautiful shadow. Okay, and also we try to enhance the wall, the floor with the texture. Okay, which is we create the texture from the shadows. Okay, and you can see the light. You can feel the warm light from the gate. Okay, so in the final images from the raw file, you can see big difference here. Okay, but the most important is you have to imagine when you click. Okay, and I want you to do more practice. Okay, so from lesson 1 to lesson 3, I have so happy. Okay, I am so happy. I saw a lot of you guys are members submit the works, okay, for me to review, and beautiful. It's not much a big problem for your practice work, for your exercise. Well done to you guys, really. Okay, and I think this one you can easily achieve. Okay, because what I share with you is very useful. Okay, it's not something like too complicated. I try to share with you all the very simple and basic things in Lightroom and Photoshop, and which is the most useful things, and you can try to do again and again and again in every single work you have. Okay, this is what I did. I do all this for every single work for my work, okay, for my clients. Okay, and so you need to do more practice and you are going to get it. Okay, I sure 100% you are going to get it, all the skills, the knowledge, my experience in these 3 months. All right, so you learn one followed by the other one lessons, and continuously I want to see you grow. Okay, so I see you in the group again, and we continue in the next lesson. All right, same day, same time. Cheers.